I want to give you an update on the race. Trump versus Biden. Who's in the lead right now? What do these swing states look like? Let's check it out. Real Clear Politics poll average. Right now we got Biden on top, leading with a 7.5 spread. And as you see here, it's pretty consistent. Every single pollster has Biden in the lead, everywhere from 2 points to 12 points. So it's looking pretty good nationally right now. Of course, as I always say, national doesn't mean a whole lot if you lose the Electoral College. But this is by a wider margin than Hillary had during this time. So it gives you maybe a little indication in terms of what to expect. But let's go to some battleground states here. Ohio. Biden up by 2.4. Not as comfortable as I would like, but it's still a lead. Let's check out Wisconsin. Biden leading by 6.5, looking much better in Wisconsin, which is, to me, look at where this race was back in March, April. Like, this was a state that Trump, in many polls at that time, had been leading every primary candidate. But now it's pretty clearly for Biden. So that's looking good. Let's check out Florida. Not so great. Biden leading by 1.2. This has narrowed considerably recently. This is going to be a tough one. Again, Biden doesn't need Florida, but it'd be nice to have. Maybe check out one or two more. Michigan. Biden leading in Michigan by 4.2. See how the race looks there. It's narrowed considerably recently, but now Biden's going back up. So there was, if you remember, I think I did a video on this a couple weeks ago. There was about a week there where it looked like Trump was coming back and Biden was dropping. And this is around the time that happened. But it appears to have now at least began to bump back in Biden's favor. Maybe check one more. Let's check Arizona. Wow, look at that. Biden leading by 5.7 on average in Arizona. That's really good, actually. Much better than recently. So he is increasing his lead there. How about that? So as I've discussed in a million videos, what's largely driving the Biden vote is the anti-Trump vote. If you look at enthusiasm numbers, look at mentally stable numbers, neither candidate's doing very well. Biden's losing in enthusiasm, but the Democratic voters are not excited about Biden. They're excited about voting out Trump. And that's largely what's driving the vote this time. And it's different than 2016 because Trump has been president for 4 years. So in 2016, there was this question. What would a Trump presidency be like? Maybe it would be different. Maybe it would get better, because how worse could it get? Well, it got worse. And you see now his handling of the coronavirus being a complete disaster, I think, showing, if there was any doubt, at least in the minds of people that you can consider to be swing voters, even though there's not many of those people anymore, but if there's any doubt in their minds, largely they have swung over to Biden. And also, I believe, this coronavirus has also activated a lot of people who didn't expect to vote or didn't want to vote, didn't like either candidate or don't like either candidate. But now we're seeing just the complete disaster Trump is on the virus compared to every other country, practically every other country except for, Brazil, another neo-fascist country. So when comparing the U.S. to other countries worldwide, you really get an indication as to how horrible Trump has done on the virus. And that's right now pushing Biden, or continues to push Biden in this race. And I think it's clearly why he's leading.